Don't make big problems out of little problems. You are listening to The Competitor's Brain. This is Lauren Fox, and this is episode number 64. So we've been talking a lot about the University of North Carolina women's soccer program and their 12 core values. We've now hit we don't whine, the truly extraordinary do something every day. We want these 4 years of college to be rich, valuable, and deep. And the fourth yesterday was we work hard. The fifth one, we don't freak out over ridiculous issues or live in fragile states of emotional catharsis or create crises where none should exist. The best example is the even-keeled stoic that is forever unflappable. The worst example is the overbred dog, that high-maintenance, overly sensitive flower that becomes unstable or volatile over nothing significant. What an extraordinary piece of liberties the West really is, exempt from many of the relentless physical and social obligations necessary for a traditional life. For survival, they become spoiled and fragile like overbred dogs, neurotic and prone to a host of emotional crises elsewhere. That's from Jason Elliott, An Unexpected Light, Travels in Afghanistan. So this always makes me think of, as ridiculous as it sounds, a children's book called Big Dog, Little Dog. And it's two dogs named Ted and Fred. And ultimately, the moral of the story is not to make big problems out of little problems. And we all see it, whether it's in life where there are manufactured crises that all of a sudden become an epidemic because we're forced to think about them all the time, even though they are such edge cases instead of a big thing that impacts billions of people. They might impact one or two people in 100 million, but they're made to be these gigantic things. They're crises where none should exist, and they're crises that are manufactured for the sake of manufacturing them. There are so many stories of an athlete being distracted by the one small thing. The fable that you think of is The Princess and the Pea, where the princess has all these layers of mattresses but can't sleep because there's a pea under 20 mattresses. What we're trying to do here is make it so that we don't freak out over ridiculous things. If the weight room isn't perfect, if somebody didn't leave it spotless, get it back together before you need to start going. If the dugout isn't clean when you get there and you need to clean it up a little bit. If the field isn't perfect, well, that's okay. It's not perfect for the opponents either. If it's windy, rainy, what have you. It's not like it's only windy or rainy when you're at bat or when you're on offense. It's that way for everybody. So the ultimate thing to consider here is not to freak out over ridiculous issues or live in fragile states of emotional catharsis or creating crises where none should exist.